Hello everyone. So welcome again to my channel. Today we'll be diving into the case study of Knorish, a platform that has become India's leading course creation tool for entrepreneurs, for coaches, and for creators. So I'll be guiding you through the case study with each of the sections. So let's move into the case study. Right. So about the background of this particular case study. In this section, we learn that Knorish was founded by Kinnar Sajdev and Rakhi Vadhva, who first met while studying at Newcastle University in the UK. They started their journey by helping educational institutions expand internationally through their consulting firm. So basically, in the beginning, they were more or less a consulting firm. But over the course of time, they worked with multiple industries, including the technology brands and Fortune 500 companies as well. So they help them set up large scale educational projects. Uh, but however, in 2018, while consulting for online academics and trainers, they noticed a common challenge among them. So they noticed that these creators had great knowledge of their respective domains, but struggle with marketing themselves as a brand. So in today's world, it is very important to market yourself. If I am going to teach one thing, then people should know that I'm good at it, and I'll teach them nicely. So this is a very important factor which Norrish observed. So this realization led to the forming of Nourish, a platform which aimed at empowering educators and creators to monetize their knowledge and scale their business online. Next, we move on to the section of solving a need. So, again, I would like to mention one of the things that this platform is not basically only for teaching, for example, maths or science or biology or the subject courses, but for different skills. Like it can be cooking, it can be dancing, it can be music, or it can be and a very different from any conventional courses. Like for example, if someone solves a cube very nicely, that can also be one of the courses of solving a cube. So this was the interesting idea behind Nourish. So this section focuses on solving a need. So it was built with a mission to help content creators, coaches, and training organizations who faced difficulties in marketing and selling their courses online. So traditionally, creators needed sophisticated and expensive tools or the whole team to manage their virtual classes or build sales funnel and market themselves. But as Skinner started to explore this market, he realized that many creators, ranging from freestyle footballers to even winemakers, so they wanted to share their expertise, uh, wanted to share their knowledge, and they had sufficient knowledge in that particular domain, but lacked the technological skills to do so. So that is where Knowledge became a platform that simplified this process, enabling creators to build their own online academics, monetize their courses, and reach a larger audience, which was one of the biggest factors, all without needing to hire any external big teams or use multiple tools. Um, let's move on to the next section, which is basically industry background. So in this, we will be going through the background of that particular industry in which Knorish entered. So here, Kinner, in this particular quotes, Kinner highlights the fact that education is one of the oldest profession in the world. People have been teaching various subjects and for thousands of years, but the pandemic made it clear that the online education sector was set for massive growth. So before the pandemic, most education and training were conducted offline with significant limitations in terms of time and reach. However, during the global shift to online learning during the pandemic, it provided an opportunity for creators to move their offerings online. So here the Kinner gives an example of creators who made significant income by offering online courses such as stock market trainer who made a crore rupees in 90 days, and a student who earned 40 lakhs by teaching others how to apply for Stanford University. So he got into Stanford University and was sitting idle, but he decided to use this time to teach, to in a way reach the larger audience and tell them how they can get into this Stanford University, as this particular university is in great demand. So these were a couple of the examples given here. Next, we move on to building the prototype. So it is also told about a riskiest assumption here. So the first step for Knowledge was validating this riskiest assumption. So the riskiest assumption was that creators would be willing to use a third-party tool to grow their business online or not. This was one of the biggest questions. So Kinna spent time observing how potential users were solving their challenges of creating and selling online courses. So he and his team didn't initially suggest or recommend solutions, but rather focused on observing the natural behavior of their target users. Through through the lean user research, Kinner was able to gather insights into what creators needed and use this information to build a first version of Nourish. So the design and features of the prototype were directly shaped by these observations, ensuring that it aligned with customer needs, which is definitely one of the most important factors in any startup. Next, we move on to the role of user experience and the methods in building a prototype. Sorry. Right. So in this section, Kinner emphasizes the importance of user experience uh, in success of Nourish. So even though they had the budget to hire a technological team, Kinner personally took online courses in UX to ensure that the platform was intuitive and easy to use. So the team studied other educational platforms like Blackboard, which had a large user base but poor design. Kinner understood that users would appreciate a good design. If it's user friendly, the product would do good. So they made it a priority to build a prototype that was both functional but at the same time aesthetically pleasing. So he even immersed himself in the lifestyle of the potential customers to better understand their needs and preferences, ensuring that Nourish design would be something users truly appreciate. Next, we move on to the challenges, pivot, and learnings. So in this section, initially Nourish was focused on building a marketplace similar to Udemy, where creators could sell their courses. However, they soon realized that the marketplace model was becoming too crowded, as everyone was starting to do this as well, like Coursera and many more. So, with deep pocketed competitors, it was a dominating space and it was hard to enter that particular market. It was more like a red ocean there. So, this this prompted a pivot. Knorish shifted from a marketplace model to a platform like Shopify, enabling individual creators to build and manage their own space. This model empowered creators by giving them complete control over their branding and sales. This basically eliminated the need to compete with others on the same platform. So this was one of the challenges, pivotal learnings. Along the way, they also decided to focus more on helping creators build sales funnels and manage customer relationships, much like HubSpot built on top of Shopify. Sorry. Uh, then moving to MVP to get early traction. So the minimum viable product to get the early traction was very important. So Nourish approach to building the product followed the lean product process development. So in this particular methodology, it prioritizes customer feedback during product development, which was again very important. So the team Nourish made sure that the product development and sales happened simultaneously, allowing them to incorporate the feedbacks that they received from their first 100 customers directly into the product. So they followed the six core principles which are given here: putting customer first, understanding and then executing, building a MVP, synchronizing of workflow, recycling knowledge, and creation of new value streams. So if we see the Nourish today, we see that Nourish has become India's leading platform for creators looking to monetize their knowledge. The company now supports over 25,000 creators worldwide and has raised millions of dollars in venture capital. They have built a product that has helped the countless people and to grow their online businesses, and their success continues to inspire even more entrepreneurs in the creators economy. Thank you very much for listening to this explanation. I hope I was able to explain this case study clearly. Thank you.